Why, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News Show. I decided not to do an on camera episode for the hell of it, just to see what you guys think, and if you want to see more of this and less of my face, I will gladly provide just the simple voiceover with whatever I decide to do. I'm not entirely sure yet, but of course, you are seeing what I decided to do. So, anyways, let's get right into the games that I've released this week. First off, we have The Quiet Man that came out on the PS4 and the PC for $15, and it is currently on sale on the PS4 for $13.50. The Quiet Man delivers an immersive, story-driven cinematic action experience, seamlessly blending high production, live action, realistic CG, and pulse-pounding action gameplay. Unraveling within a single night, players take the role of a deaf protagonist, Dane, as he fights his way through a soundless world to discover the motives behind the kidnapping of a songstress from a mysterious masked man. Now, I've only seen the announcement trailer of this game, so I'm unaware of how the gameplay is, but I am aware that some people think that the game is really short, especially for the game being $15. So, more than likely, you probably could easily finish this game in like one sitting if you have the time. But who knows, if you guys want to go pick that up, then do so. The next game that came out this week is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy for $40 on the PS4 and Xbox One. This game originally was going to be coming out in September, but then they delayed it to November 14th, I believe. And so a lot of people kind of were questioning it. But of course, the original Roastmaster is back with the same sick burns, same smoldering attitude, now all scaled up in stunning HD. Spyro is bringing the heat like never before in the Spyro Reignited Trilogy game collection, where you rekindle the fire with the original three games: Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. Explore the expansive realms, re-encounter the fiery personalities, and relive the adventures in fully remastered glory, because when there's a realm that needs to be saved, there's only one dragon to call. I have never actually played any of the series, so I definitely will be picking up the game. Whether it's on Xbox or PS4, I have no idea, because after all, it's just another AAA game. Although I may think of doing the PlayStation due to the fact that it was originally a PlayStation 1 or 2 exclusive. Yeah, PlayStation 1 exclusive, basically, because it didn't come out on any other console. So I guess it's just the fact that they released on the Xbox One for more profits and whatnot. Anyways, be sure to pick that up if you're, of course, a fan of the series. The next game that came out this week is called Chim Party for $20. That is a PS4 exclusive, where in Chim Party it's the newest addition to the PlayLink range of games for PS4. It's time to find out who's the king of the jungle, challenge up to 3 friends, and compete in 18 wild party games across 90 levels. Launch, wobble, jump, and rotate your chimps using simple and intuitive one-button controls. Just download the free Chim Party app and use your smartphone or tablet as a controller. The whole family can play. All you need is skill, timing, and animal instinct to make your chimp the champ. Which, when they say in the description that you have to download an app, I don't know why they can't just have a website the same way Jackbox Party Pack has a website where you literally have to just input the damn code. Like, if you're having to use the internet anyway, why not just have it so that you just have to go to a site and just do a code and then you can play the game as a party? That would literally not need a party app at all then. But I guess they just would rather have another app on the App Store or Play Store for people to have to download and waste storage on, while I would rather just use a browser tab on my smartphone/tablet, or probably PC even. So if you want to get the game, then do so. But the next game that came out this week is Fallout 76. The standard edition is $60, the Power Armor edition is $200, and the Tricentennial edition, probably mispronounce that, but that's $80, and it is for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, where it is Reclamation Day in 2102, 25 years after the bombs fell. You and your fellow Vault dwellers, chosen from the nation's best and brightest, emerge into a post-nuclear America. Play solo or join friends as you explore, quest, build, and triumph against the wasteland's greatest threats. In the Power Armor Edition, you will be provided with a full-scale wearable T-51 Power Armor helmet with a West Tech canvas carrying bag for the helmet, as well as a glow-in-the-dark world terrain map, and as well as a 24 collectible FallOut figurines. And then, of course, this Tricentennial Steelbook. The Tricentennial Edition includes the Power Armor customization for the T-51, T-45, and T-60, as well as the X-01 Power Armors. And you will be provided with the Tennial weapon customization for the 10mm pistol, hatchet, and laser rifle, as well as spectacular handsome Vault Boy mascot head, a patriotic Uncle Sam outfit, a celebratory Vault Boy saluting emote, a first-class Tricentennial workshop posters, Tricentennial commemorative photo frame, and then of course you get the early beta access for said game, which of course, but since the game is already out, the beta is literally pointless. But like all the in-game related stuff, unless they literally make it so that you have to lock out, so you can't just give away the in-game items that you pre-ordered for, I don't see how Bethesda is going to really restrict you from just giving away your in-game free items. I really don't see how they're going to end up doing that, with how Fallout 76, as you guys know from the last episode, I reported about the fact that they have so many bugs and whatnot. I will want to at some point play Fallout 76, but not at its current stage. But anyways, if you guys are interested in that, then it is just simple $60 and whatnot. But I would just wait it out until the game, until they do something, because they even admitted to the press that they're like, we aren't really sure of what this game is. Just do what you feel like, basically, as long as it's not ruining anyone else's experience to the point where they want to stop playing the game. The next game that came out this week is Battlefield 5 for $60 for the Standard Edition and $80 for the Deluxe Edition on the PS4 and Xbox One. Now, of course, I don't understand why they call it Battlefield 5. They should have called it Battlefield World War II, but they already made a Battlefield World War II, and when they even were announcing the game, oh yeah, we know we made World War II, but we weren't able to basically make the game we wanted to, so this is the game we wanted to. But anyways, the actual description of the game is that you enter mankind's greatest conflict with Battlefield 5 as the series goes back to its roots in a never-before-seen portrayal of World War II. Take on the physical, all-out multiplayer with your squad and experience like the vast grain operations, or witness human drama set against global combat in the single-player war stories. As you fight in epic, unexpected locations across the globe, enjoy the richest and most immersive Battlefield yet. And of course, the Standard Edition, you still get the multiplayer as well as the stories, but in the Deluxe Edition, you get early access to the base game of Battlefield 5, as well as 5 sets of paratrooper outfits, special assignments, and 20 weekly items with airlift, which I'm guessing is loot boxes, probably. Of course, if you do want to get Battlefield 5, as it is the next game of the series, then be sure to check it out, as it is still just $60 as per usual. And then the next two games, which I kind of don't want to read both the descriptions because it's basically copy and paste, is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and then Pokemon Let's Go Eevee for $60 each on the Nintendo Switch, which it's basically taking your Pokemon journey to the Kanto region with your energetic partner Pikachu or Eevee, based off of which game you buy, to become a top Pokemon trainer as you battle other trainers, use a throwing motion to catch Pokemon in the wild with either one Joy-Con controller or a Pokeball Plus accessory, which is sold separately, that will light up, vibrate, and make sounds to bring your adventure to life. So it's mostly a cash grab of combining Pokemon Go with an actually physical item along with a game. So if you haven't played Pokemon or you want to get back into it, this is basically the best way to go about it. I've never actually finished a Pokemon game, but anyways, that is all of the games that came out this week. Let's get on to topics that are referenced in the description down below. The very first topic is that PlayStation touchscreen controller has been filed for patent by Sony. So, of course, Sony decided to recently file a patent which, based off of the text summarized, may end up adding a mini touchscreen on the DualShock 5 controller for the PlayStation 5, which is very interesting, of course. If you want to read that patent, it is, of course, in the description below. As you hopefully all are aware, that Wii U gamepad had a very large touchscreen, so it's not like there hasn't been any gaming hardware with a touchscreen before. I definitely would find a touchscreen more beneficial than just a touchpad, which years after the PS4 was released, the pad became useless. Hell, even the game I'm currently streaming, though, on twitch.tv/Deathstranger, just a quick little nab at that, but Game Heavy Rain that I've been streaming literally uses the touchpad only, but a button for it when you push it down, only to show the controls rather than having to navigate the pause menu just to see the actual controls that way. But I know that launch games for the PS4 did take advantage of the touchpad, like infamous Second Son, where you used it to absorb the materials needed for combat. Now, if they did, however, add a touchscreen, it would just be very useful, as what Wii U did for specific games like Zombie U, where you went into your inventory as well as check stats in whatever way you needed to in said game, but you could easily use a touchscreen to do that exact same thing, but it doesn't have to be such a giant screen. It can just be for simple shortcuts rather than taking longer steps through the traditional routes of what would be in the game, just to cut time extremely shorter tremendously. But the next topic that I did find out this week is that Valve decided to pay money to a hacker who found a bug in their Steam marketplace. Now, as you guys are aware, Steam was created by and is run by Valve, so you would think they would be on the top of all the problems that there might be having on Steam itself that is dealing with game keys being stolen. Well, it turns out that a hacker named Artem Moskowski did find a bug in their system, allowing him to take from Steam any amount of game keys, whether it be from an older title or newer title, it didn't matter. So he did decide to take 36,000 Portal 2 keys and show it to Valve and report it. In doing so, Valve did end up paying him $20,000, and Valve did say that this bug was due to a developer tool that allows the system to give out a specific requested amount of game keys, whether or not it belonged to said user requesting the game keys. The hacker previously already found bugs in Steam and was again paid $25,000 in the past, although technically if he had felt like it, he could have done shady business with third-party websites and make a lot more money than what Valve had paid him. Although you bet in doing that deal, Valve definitely would have been losing many millions of dollars in that one transaction. But no, Artem Moskowski decided to have morals and report this so that Steam didn't lose any money in the process. And I just felt like telling you guys about this story because, after all, even with how big Valve is, they still need external help when even their own engineers can't really find the leak that is in their own systems. So it's very just nice to know that there are hackers out there and actually provide Valve with a little hint of where there is a leak. So definitely applaud him for his contribution to the PC gaming society. The last topic that is for this episode is that PC Classic is surprisingly announced. Now, you may be wondering why that would be when we already have an NES Classic, an SNES Classic, and soon to be released PlayStation Classic. Well, a company called Unit E, not the game engine of course, but a smaller company who thought to mass market a PC console, to decide to make a small console that runs DOS games like Doom that they want to license up to 20 to 30 games. But of course, you can see how many games specifically that they're planning to do in their FAQ in the link to their website down in the description. But you gotta wonder, with their company being so small, how are they really going to get these licensing to begin with for these various old DOS games? Anyways, they are designing the PC Classic to be usable with a keyboard, mouse, and controller, as well as they will be providing a basic controller usable for all the DOS games coming to the portable PC. They are going to be running a crowdfunding campaign to fund this product. I'm guessing that this money is going to be straight up for either the marketing, for the advertising of this portable PC Classic, or it will be used to get the licensing. We just don't know because it's just a crowdfunding campaign, and for all we know, the company could easily be shady and decide to just take all the money and just keep it for himself, because after all, you're literally paying for a product that may or may not happen, because that's what crowdfunding is all about. The construction of the PC Classic is literally looks like the size of a Raspberry Pi, but it uses two front USBs, a power button, a SD card slot, as well as on the back there's another USB and a HDMI cable, and then of course the component cables, and then the power port. So it's very portable, so that you just have to plug it in like a simple Raspberry Pi and just fire up whatever game. But anyways, that is all of the stories for this week. The next segment, of course, that finishes off the episode is the various gaming memes from Reddit, where the very first one is from user Discreaming Pervert, where the caption is NBA 2K celebrations getting out of hand, and then of course the GIF is literally one NPC literally just standing watching the game, but then the athlete is literally shaking his fist in the guy's direction, and it's funny because it's like, you wouldn't think this would be programmed in the game, but they just happen to be looking as if they're jerking off the guy. It just literally looks so stupid. I just had to share for the hell of it, and it just, I'm sorry that if you're offended by it, but I just find it hilarious anyways. The next meme is by user Sheev_approves, which is the caption, "How is nothing like this on the front page? Happy birthday to Combat Evolved." But it's true, there was literally no announcement really of, hey, the game came out this many years ago or something like that. It was like, people aren't really celebrating that much. But it's nice to know that it's been a long time since this game came out. I thank you all for watching. Be sure to let me know if you want me to do this format again, or you want me to go back to being on camera, because I just felt like changing it up to see how differently the episode will turn out, how you guys will end up liking it. And if you want more, then just tell me down below in the comments, of course. Now be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel for more content, and hit the bell icon to know when I go and stream next, as well as follow me on Twitter and follow me on twitch.tv/Deathstranger, and I will definitely see you guys next time. Bye now.